Elizabeth Taylor was a British-American actress who was famous for her beauty and her roles in many classic Hollywood films. She was born in London in 1932 and moved to Los Angeles with her family in 1939. She started her acting career as a child star in films such as National Velvet 1944 and Father of the Bride 1950. She won 2 Academy Awards for Best Actress, for Butterfield 81960 and Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. 1966. She was also known for her 8 marriages, especially her 2 marriages to actor Richard Burton. She was a humanitarian and an activist for AIDS research. She died in 2011 at the age of 79. Elizabeth Taylor was a remarkable woman who had many fascinating aspects of her life. Here are some untold facts about her that you may not know. She was born with a rare genetic mutation called dystachyiasis, which gave her 2 rows of eyelashes on each eye. This made her eyes appear more striking and beautiful. She had a passion for jewelry and amassed one of the most impressive collections in the world. She even wrote a book about her jewels called My Love Affair with Jewelry. She was a loyal friend to Michael Jackson and supported him through his trials and controversies. She even accompanied him to the 1993 Grammy Awards, where he received the Legend Award. She was a pioneer in the fight against AIDS and co-founded the American Foundation for AIDS Research (AMFAR) in 1985. She also established the Elizabeth Taylor AIDS Foundation (EDAF) in 1991 to provide direct care and support to people living with HIV/AIDS. She was made a dame by Queen Elizabeth II in 2000, becoming the 2nd actress to receive the honor after Audrey Hepburn. She was also awarded the Presidential Citizens Medal by President Bill Clinton in 2001, the highest civilian honor in the U.S. Elizabeth Taylor had a complex and colorful personal life, involving 8 marriages to 7 different men, 4 children, and many other romantic relationships. Here is a brief overview of her family and love affairs. Her first husband was Conrad Hilton Jr., the hotel heir, whom she married in 1950 when she was 18. The marriage lasted only 8 months and ended in divorce due to his abusive behavior. Her second husband was Michael Wilding, a British actor 20 years older than her. They married in 1952 and had 2 sons, Michael Jr. and Christopher. They divorced in 1957 after growing apart. Her third husband was Mike Todd, a film producer who gave her a 29-carat diamond ring. They married in 1957 and had a daughter, Liza. He died in a plane crash in 1958, leaving Taylor devastated. Her fourth husband was Eddie Fisher, a singer and the best friend of Mike Todd. He left his wife, actress Debbie Reynolds, to marry Taylor in 1959. They divorced in 1964 after Taylor fell in love with her co-star Richard Burton. Her fifth and sixth husband was Richard Burton, a Welsh actor who starred with her in Cleopatra and other films. They married in 1964, adopted a daughter, Maria, and became one of the most famous and turbulent couples in Hollywood. They divorced in 1974, remarried in 1975, and divorced again in 1976. Her seventh husband was John Warner, a politician who became a U.S. Senator from Virginia. They married in 1976 and divorced in 1982. Taylor later said he was boring and made her feel lonely. Her eighth and last husband was Larry Fortensky, a construction worker whom she met at the Betty Ford Center. They married in 1991 at Michael Jackson's Neverland Ranch and divorced in 1996. They remained friends until her death in 2011. Besides her husbands, Taylor also had other notable relationships, such as with Frank Sinatra, James Dean, Peter Lawford, Michael Jackson, and Colin Farrell. She was also a loyal friend to many celebrities, such as Montgomery Clift, Rock Hudson, Roddy McDowell, and Elizabeth Montgomery. She was a devoted mother, grandmother, and great-grandmother to her large family. She was also a humanitarian and an activist for AIDS research, co-founding the American Foundation for AIDS Research (AMFAR) and the Elizabeth Taylor AIDS Foundation (EDAF). She was a Dame of the British Empire, a Presidential Citizens Medal recipient, and a 3-time Oscar winner. She was one of the most influential and admired women of the 20th century.